Okay. Hey, Chris. My name is Travis. I'm a senior art student at a university here in Arkansas called Harding University. It's a Christian school, and their art program is pretty small. But um, I don't know. I love the school and the people there, and the teachers, and everybody's really encouraging. So it's really nice. But a lot of the program is short funded because there's just not a whole lot of emphasis in the arts there, which um, which is a lot of the reason why I like to be a part of Oatley Academy because I know that you are experienced in the industry and just looking through your stuff, it's exciting just to look at it and to think that I could be a part of something that's not only about me, but in terms of helping you to accomplish your goals as well. But ultimately, my creative goals have always been from the time I was little to work for Disney um, or Pixar or DreamWorks. Just in the animation industry, I've always loved cartoons. I just enjoy the thought of making something that started out on my paper like come to life and teach a lesson to people, or I don't know how to describe it, but I just really have always enjoyed cartoons. It's like a break from real life, and you get to just enjoy some of the fun stuff that the world has to offer. Um, so that's kind of my career goals. But if I don't get an animation directly, I would really enjoy um, to do like concept artwork for video games or um, TV shows, movies, anything really. I love that style of artwork where it looks so refined and detailed, but it's not necessarily. There's a lot of rough stuff that's not really focused on, but that you really appreciate the detail that goes into it, the thought, the technical skill, and just the perspective, as you like to say, the structure that goes into it, getting you to focus on the focal points and really get to know a character or an environment and establish a feeling or a setting, I guess. um, I guess my favorite things about myself, that sounds horrible to say, but my favorite things about myself that I think I could bring and offer to the academy would be positivity. I really love to be around happy people and encouraging people, and I like to think that I'm one of those people as well. But I have grown up drawing all the time, trying to help other people to improve too. When I find something good that's been good for me, that helps me to improve, I love to share it with other people because um, I know what it's like to be in that position of being maybe disadvantaged in a way educationally for art, but to see people's drive to overcome that, to um, I don't know, to not use it as an excuse to just be lackluster, I guess. So I love to teach other people, to give tips, to help people if I can. I don't know. I just like positivity. I like to see people thrive. I don't like to see people settle for mediocrity. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that I would love to offer, and I think I'm pretty creative in some ways too. I would like to be better at it, so it would be nice to be a part of something where other people could help me to improve in my creativity, but where I can also listen to people's ideas and offer my own perspective and see if it helps them out at all. Um, in terms of the scholarship thing, that would be really awesome. Like, obviously, it's nice to be able to to have a scholarship or anything, but um, that's something that's really put a damper. If I mention something to my parents about doing art classes or going to art school, it's kind of like, well, how are we gonna afford that, you know? And I guess some background information into there is when I was in middle school, I was diagnosed with scoliosis, which isn't really that big of a deal, but mine got to pretty bad, pretty curved, and so when I got to my senior year of high school, I had to have a surgery where they went in and put rods and nails and everything. I came out looking like Wolverine from the inside. When you would look at um, my X-rays, there was just like, I mean, I'm a pretty thin guy, so I was imagining that my spine was, here in the middle, and then there's these nails that like, are screwing this rod in there, and they looked so big that like they could come out, they could poke out of my back. I would be like an X-Man. It would be kind of cool, but um, I thought it would be helpful to have a scholarship because we had to pay for that surgery, which was really expensive, and then found out afterward that it got infected. Um, and so when I got into college, I was there for about a year, and that infection had stayed in there, um, which is when I found out because I woke up one morning to go to church and couldn't move. So my dad took me to the hospital, and they determined that I was going to have to have another surgery to clear all that out and get all affected. And um, they ended up putting me on an IV for like 6 months, I think it was, at the tune of like $500 a day for the medication that I was on. So that was really expensive, and then just going to school too. I go to a private school where it's about 16 or $17,000, I think, a year to go, somewhere around there. And I've had to take a little extra time since I took some time off from school, and so I'm going to end up graduating close to about $80,000 in debt, or maybe a little bit more, but I'm not even sure. I kind of don't like to look at the bills yet. But anyway, I'm sure if I absolutely had to, I may be able to work out a way to get the money, and that's not something that I really, really worry about in my own life, just because I've seen things that are meant to happen work out. And so, yes, it would be great to have a scholarship, but if somebody else was to get it, I'm sure there are people that are in worse predicaments financially than me as well. So, I don't know. But um, then for the project, or I mean the pitch, this is kind of what I'm thinking for my idea. I really love the movie Rapunzel. My friend David Candelora worked on it as his first movie there at Disney, and so naturally I thought, well, I have to go support him. So I went out and bought this movie, watched it in the theater like multiple times, but really discovered that I overlooked the character of Rapunzel a lot in stories. And after having watched it, I just kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say fell in love, but I just really, I don't know, I just really liked the character. So I think my pitch idea is to combine Rapunzel with the story from the Bible, Samson, because both Rapunzel and Samson get their strength from their hair. And so I'm kind of envisioning in my head like these situations in which Rapunzel and Samson come up against situations in which there's no way they should be able to get out, but because they have their hair, um, that it correlates, and like, I don't know, they just do cool stuff that gets them out of the situation, or to think about maybe them losing their hair. Whereas Rapunzel in the Tangled movie, she loses her hair, she heal or heal other people anymore, or illuminate areas and things like that. And then Samson in the Bible, when he loses his hair, loses his strength, and then is overcome by the Philistines. So I think that's my pitch idea. I would love to see how that could go, and even if this isn't something where I'm able to take this opportunity with you, I think I'm going to try and work on that idea. But that's my pitch. So anyway, this is my introduction video. I hope to be able to communicate with you in the future, whether it's this class or Twitter or email. I definitely plan on staying in touch, but thank you so much for providing the opportunity and even the possibility of contemplating doing this kind of thing. So until later.